So if you're using an AI coding agent, for example, Claude Code, Copilot, Antigravity, Gemini CLI, or whatever, right? You probably must have installed a particular custom skill, right, over the time. So the problem is every AI agent actually stores this particular AI skills in different folders and different formats, right? So there's no one center place to manage them, to share them in between different AI agents. So that is where the skill manager comes in. So this is the landing page for the skill manager. You can actually download for Windows and downloading for Mac. The Mac OS is going to be available soon, right? So it's the one place for all your AI agent skills, right? So you could install, you could manage, you could share skills across every major coding agent out there. So we currently support 11 coding agents, and there's plans to add more coding agents in the coming days and the coming weeks to this project, right? So this is the landing page. So let's just quickly just jump into the app itself. So this is a desktop app, right, that allows us to be able to manage the skills. So we can see the skills that are enabled, and it's being identified by the particular AI agents. So on this particular PC, I have Claude Code, I have Cursor, I have Gemini CLI and Antigravity. I use this AI agent on this particular PC. So that's why you can see I have different skills installed for different AI agents. All right. So if you come to the sidebar over here, you can see, for example, on Claude Code, I have Electron, I have desktop app, I have define skill installed already. For Cursor, I just have desktop app. For Gemini CLI, I have other skills also installed. Okay. Now you can actually get to install a fresh skill. For example, you want to install a fresh skill, and we are aware that to do this before now, you have to make use of the terminal, right, to install a new skill to your AI agent. So let's just quickly go back to the browser and go to skill.sh, and let's just look for a particular skill to install so I can demo this to everyone. Okay. So yeah, we can actually install this. I think I don't have this particular skill installed, right? So this is a skill that applies rules for writing or reviewing Next.js code. Okay, what we need to get here, we need to get the GitHub URL. So once we do that, we can quickly just jump back to the app and say, okay, we want to install a new skill called the Next.js skill. So get to install, we paste in our GitHub repo link, we can fetch the skill. Nice. We can get to fetch the skill and we can see all the skills that are basically available from this particular repo, right? So we have the next catch components, we have the next upgrade, we have the next best practice, right? So the next option now is to choose what agents or what AI agents we want to install this particular skill into. So for our case, I'm going to install it into Claude Code. I'm going to install it into my Gemini CLI. I use Antigravity a lot too. And I'm also going to install it into Cursor, right? Now I'm going to install 3 skills into 4 different AI agents on the fly. So installing, it's working. So while we wait for that to work, we can see that it has successfully installed this particular skill into our AI agents. Now, to confirm this real quick, we can just come over here and look at, let's say, Antigravity. Let's see all the skills that we have for Antigravity, right? We just installed next upgrade, next catch, Next.js best practices. We can see more details about it. We can see Next.js best practices. It says basically we can just read more detail about this particular skill, right? What it does and what it should tell our AI agents to do if we want to make use of this. So we have the identifier. We can actually disable this particular skill. Once we disable it, our AI agents won't be able to see this particular skill. So we have a feature where we could actually copy a particular skill into a different AI agent, right? So in our case, this particular skill is already available for Antigravity, right? We can just copy it and say, okay, we're going to move it into maybe OpenCode or Goose or Codex or Code, all right? So that feature also works. So we also have the ability to delete a particular skill from this our particular desktop application. So the app is free. It's open source, fully open source MIT license. Windows is currently just available right now, and the Mac OS is coming very soon. So you can download it from this URL sm.eduevergreen.com, right? So I'll leave a link in the description for people that want to check it out. If it's useful, please start the repo. It helps a lot and it helps the project. I'll be adding I'll be adding more agents and features. So watch this particular space. Thanks for watching to this point. Thank you.